up, pretty gang? It's your favorite motherfucking nail tech back with another video. It's Peaches. Welcome back to the channel. So y'all see it, good old nasty duck nail flare tip, okay? Back again, showing y'all how to do it and do it right and keep it tight. So what's so special about this set is that this is a regular of mine and it is her 1 year anniversary set. Like, super cute. We went ahead and did a really nice marble, and we're gonna go ahead and get into that. But first, let's go ahead and do our subscriber shout out. You guys, I made a new screen. Do you guys like it? Today's subscriber is It's My Journey. You guys don't forget, subscribe, turn on your notifications, become a member, click that join button next to the subscribe if you're on your computer. If you're on a phone, you can find the link on the community tab in any of my posts where I have the link. It will take you there, okay? So Maxed Out in Love Machine by Not Polished, that's what we're working with. And Core Clear, Core White, Young Nails, because I'm a Young Nails girl. Now listen, this is not a traditional 2-color marble, okay? We're gonna start with putting down some white, and we're gonna run the purple and pink through it strategically, okay? You can see I'm not grabbing a bunch of colors on my brush and laying them down and I don't like that method. I like to grab one by one. You have way more control and it doesn't muddle. So you can see when I lay the colors where I'm happy with, I go ahead and take clear and run the clear through strategically, so that way we can have that translucent look in some of those areas, okay? So basically what we are doing is we are diluting down the marble that we are creating by putting that clear on top. Okay, this is also a similar method that I use for jade nails, except for with jade nails, it's much less of a marble and much more just I'm placing the colors down, okay? I have seen a lot of marbles, okay? And I've heard a lot of client stories about how they feel like their marble doesn't look like a marble. I don't know if that makes sense to you. I think it's what they're trying to say is, hey, I've had marble before and there was no dimension. When you look at it, it literally looks like one color plopped on top of the other. And I mean, they're not wrong. I've seen people marble before. You can marble a million different types of ways, but what I see is the most common way is that people just take one color on each side of the brush, lay it down, flip that brush like once or twice, and boom, hey, that's my marble. Unfortunately, what that does is cause muddling, because now you've got two colors together on one brush that are already starting to pre-mix, and when you set them down, then depending on the consistency, if they're runny, they're just going to run into each other, and either one is going to just fold right on top of the other. You might have a couple like marks here and there, but like, you know what I'm saying, like it might look like an S shape, like the color will run through kind of more in an S shape, unless like you see this is more dimensional. You can look and see just some areas have like pink that's slightly spreading out, some areas have purple and pink, you know, intertwined with each other. You just want to make sure that when you're marbling, the colors look intertwined and not just you just plop them there, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. I know that was a mouthful, but you know what? I'm in between clients and I'm trying to get this video out, and it was a lot to get my brain to even work like that, okay? So we're not going to focus on exactly capping, because if I'm gonna be honest, my brush, Miss Mama's, was not feeling me that day, and so I ended up switching to another brush. And you know, one of my OG brushes, one of the ones that, yeah, she's taped up. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna only show so much, because honestly it took like literally probably 30 plus minutes on this one hand alone, just due to that. And y'all don't want those problems, so keep your brush clean. It is your bottom bitch, okay, as I like to call her. That's my baby girl, but I do her wrong and she, you know, she claps back at me, unfortunately, okay? So we're about to be on to the next nail, okay? So here we go. Okay, I underestimated how long this was gonna take. Okay, here we go. So again, I like to start with that white first, because the white is going to start off the initial like diluting phase. So you can see as soon as the color touches down there, it's gonna start kind of running around, and there's gonna be areas to where the pink is not gonna stay as bright of a pink and the purple is not gonna stay super bright. It's kind of hard to see, it's kind of hard to tell, because I'm not mixing them for reals per se, but we based this marble off of a set she previously, one of her first sets with me, or maybe her second. And the way that marble was done, it wasn't like a complete mixing of the colors, okay? So again, this technique, I am laying the colors down, and I'm strategically laying them down so they kind of mix themselves, but they're not muddled, you see? They're mixing together, but they are not, it's not sloppy. You see what I'm saying? So again, watch. This area, I wanted some more white, so I laid a little more white, laid whatever color I want. You see how I did like a quick little mix just to like make the look come together, right? Tuck it in them cuticles, you guys. You got to take your marble all the way up to the cuticles. And then I am just kind of placing stuff strategically so that way it just gives me the look that I kind of want, which is why I said this is more kind of how I would do like a jade look, more so than a traditional like, hey, here's two colors, let's marble them together, which you guys have seen me do on this channel, which is why I wanted to bring you another type of look and why I am talking so much and trying to be so detailed, because this is not a method I don't think that people typically use, okay? But it is a good alternative if you're trying to branch out for a different design. So you can see in that bottom, that lower half of the nail, I have an area where it looks like it's completely clear, but if you look closely, you'll be able to see that there is a little bit of color down there. And just when this look is done, child, the dimension, it's just off the chain. It's off the hook. That's all I can say about it. You know what I'm saying? So, you guys, I really just want to take a second to just say I really appreciate y'all. I really appreciate the Pretty Gang. Y'all is really rocking with me. We are about to touch 1,300 subscribers, and I'm really shook because I feel like not even 30 days ago we just hit 1,000 subscribers. Like literally not even. I want to say what, the end of March, because it was like right after my birthday, end of March, beginning of April, whatever you want to call it. We hit 1,000 subscribers. You know, I got monetized and people are joining memberships. That's slow but steady. And that's okay. I don't expect people to just join a membership overnight, but I did want to give people another option to have access to, you know, other content and actual, like I said, that's where I'm going to be doing my coaching sessions and things like that. So I wanted you guys to be able to have access to that without having to pay like hundreds of dollars every time you need some help. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just really blessed and thankful to have an audience like you guys and a support like you guys, because there's some of you, you know, I feel like I really connect with, and I feel like things are just going really well on YouTube, and I'm super excited to bring some more content. I've got other companies reaching out to work with me. It's honestly, I did not expect this much to go down since I started doing YouTube. I guess I do YouTube full time. I always think I do it part time because I do nails full time, but Deshay mentioned to me before, she was like, girl, no, you do YouTube full time. You are posting on YouTube pretty much daily, as daily as I can. And I was like, dang, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna claim that. I am a full-time YouTuber and a full-time nail tech. Like, I just appreciate y'all and how much y'all believe in me, okay? Because I feel like, in general, a lot of people don't show that they believe in me. And so it's really nice and refreshing to see that you guys feel that way about me, okay? Even though I know I am y'all favorite nail tech, okay? We just gonna act like there's no other nail techs out there and that I'm the favorite, but still, I appreciate y'all. Just want to throw that out there, and that's all I'm gonna say. So, you guys see, same technique. We're using the clear to dilute, and that's the, okay, look. I know I just jumped right back into that as if I didn't just give that whole like little emotional tidbit or whatever. But the clear is there because it is our diluter, okay? The white is giving us that pop that we need in that background, and the white is diluting. I mean, the clear is diluting. If you look closely, when you lay down that clear, look closely, the way things spread, like you guys remember when white and clear was the really like cool thing to marble or whatever? That same concept where you lay clear down and you lay a color in it and it's gonna like disperse itself and it's gonna spread and it's going to like have, look almost feather-like in a way. That's the type of look that we're going for in a way, which is why I really wanted some of that clear to really, really go ahead and just do its job and poke through. And I was so happy with the fact that my client was in love with this. This is her first time with duck nails, okay? And if you guys need a more in-depth tutorial, like how to size the tips, how to put them on, how to shape, all that stuff, go ahead and watch my Y2K duck nail video, because that one is start to finish. Now, in this video, I do include some shaping though, so don't get it twisted. I'm gonna show y'all a little something, okay? But with duck tips, the less you do, the better, because at the end of the day, we want to keep the flare. That's the point of it. This is a full tip, a full duck tip, and I probably will branch out and do a longer length. I just think I want to try it on myself first, so I could figure out the best method to give me the most consistency. And that's just that on that, okay? So you guys should know that when capping on these particular tips, you just need to go ahead and keep your acrylic together as like a unit. How I always say, like, just drag it down. Do not swipe. Let's just, you know, pull, press, pull, drag, and get to the end. And where it widens out, if you just tap in, okay? It's just gonna mold to that shape. And it's honestly, even though this shape looks like it would be a lot harder to do, it's actually not. You need way less of an apex, and I really feel like it's just because of how the tip is fanned out. The structure is a little bit different, and there's just more strength to it. Because if you guys didn't know, the more of the tip there is, the stronger the nail will be. And that's why coffin and really stiletto is the weakest shape, because there's less surface area, if you guys weren't aware of that. But yeah, the more surface area, the more strength in the nail. You know what I'm saying? So I really could have cut this out. Like, I was trying to get a glimpse of capping the whole entire nail, so you guys can see how I do this on duck tips. But like I said, this was taking way too long. And even after this, like when I got done with this marble, I had to go back and then still add more because of how, I don't know, I had to switch brushes and my beads was just not holding up. Let's just say that. That's what was going on. My beads was leveling out too much because my brush was not clean, and it wasn't it was holding on to too much liquid, I believe. It was a problem because it just wasn't clean. There was just way too much product in there. So yeah. So here we go. White, and I alternate to where I put the white. Like sometimes it's higher up, sometimes it's lower down. Go ahead and put that white. I suggest, like I said, milky white, some sort of milky white. And we want to avoid like really harsh, a really harsh marble. That's not what we're looking for. So do you see how when I lay the colors down, they just melt into each other? That's what you want, okay? That is what you want. We want these colors to melt into each other, and we want everything to just look organic and just flowy and just beautiful and natural. Like, we want this to look like you could find this, I don't know, in a doggone rock shop, a stone shop, I don't know, wherever things like this look. We want it to look like, hey girl, I found this and just put it on my nail, okay? So I really love doing marbles like this. I really do, honestly. And you know what? I don't even know. Is this the thumb? I can't even tell you what finger this is, to be honest with you. But I feel like it is the thumb because of how it looks. I'm not in full screen. I'm in like, I could just barely see what's going on kind of. But we are about to get to shaping, really. And I think at this point, I am gonna go, because like I said, you guys, I'm between clients. I really just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know what was going on, my technique and things like that. I need to go ahead, I think, and get some, well, shit. I should have got, if I was gonna eat, I should have did it already. Damn. F it. Because it's like I got 15 minutes left. You know what I'm saying? So I might as well just, vibe out with y'all. Honestly. Because I done effed up. Sorry guys, I'm reading emails. Some stuff popped up on the computer. Oh yeah, so I do have more good news, good announcements. I'll probably announce them on the community page, community tab. This is one of the announcements. I've been found out about this back in February, March. Definitely before my birthday. I found out about this and I was very, very, very excited. Very excited, okay? And I'm sorry, I don't know what this is. Yeah, I was super excited because it involves me giving a workshop, like an in-person workshop somewhere. So I'm gonna go into more detail about that at a different time. Well, I'm super excited. I was really just waiting. See, look at my brush. I was showing y'all. She not having it. And I should have changed out that towel, but y'all know how I am. I just don't. So here we go, shaping. Okay. Now with duck nails, the less you do, the better. Okay. The less you shape, the better. That's all I can say. Okay. Because if you shape too much, you're gonna get rid of that flare. All you need to know is hold your file flush to the shape and go with the flow. You only need to do so much because your application, hopefully your application is smooth. Okay, hopefully your structure don't need no extra work. But we want to make sure that everything looks good from the rooter to the tutor. Okay, so you can see I'm not focusing so much on that flare as I am on just making sure everything is nice and crisp, focusing on that tip. Oh, do you see that curve from the side? I'm sorry, I seen a glimpse of that pinky. Y'all know how I feel. Y'all know how I feel. So, y'all, I don't know. We over there kikiing. That's why the file keeps stopping. But, yeah, just look at it. Just look. So pretty. A lot of people have trouble doing duck-shaped nails. Or maybe they don't know they're having trouble or something. Because I see a lot of interesting things where I just feel like this is not even a flare tip. This is just, it looked like just a wide square. So I feel like there's a lot of people that don't understand the concept of keeping the flare. They kind of try and downplay it. And I personally don't like that look, because then it kind of looked like it want to be a square, but maybe somebody application or shaping is off, versus I see some people call it a slim duck tip, a slim flare. I don't feel like there's no point in that, because you might as well just do a regular square, you know what I'm saying? But that is to each their own. I'm just saying, if you are going for this particular flared look, to just make sure that the less is more. I really realized that early on. Less is more. Okay? So you can see, duck nails need way less of an apex. And in general, I'm working on continually debulking my work. I noticed like some clients that may have bigger nails or bigger fingers, they generally need a little bit more acrylic, but I am really working on like being cognizant to what's enough and what's not enough. Like I'm just playing with my boundaries and stuff and seeing like, okay, nobody's broken any nails yet, let me just, and that's how you kind of continually slim down your work if you have bulky work. I don't personally feel like I have bulky work, but I just look for any room to kind of like grow, or any room to kind of just play around with my look to see, hey, what can I do that's as best as possible? What can make my routine easier or more efficient, etc., etc. So that's never a bad thing to do. I always see room for improvement no matter what. And that's just kind of how I am. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you guys, this is about to be the end of our video, but you can see as you're looking up close at the marble, do you see how it just, everything's just kind of swirled and mixed, and it's just beautifully done. The colors that she chose. At first, I think she chose this pink that I actually did not have at the moment, and I need to restock on a couple of colors. You guys, I'm so sorry. I'm tired. And so we decided to go with this one, and I feel like this one was the better choice, just because of, I don't know, that purple against this pink. It just looks right. It looks like how it's supposed to look. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have not a single complaint about this set. Like, she was so happy. We was both just so happy. Like, this was her 1 year mark set. It's crazy to say that. Like, I have had clients for a year plus, like some even close to 2 years now. And it's just like, man, who would have knew? Well, I look back before COVID and I had high hopes, of course, for my nail career and stuff like that, but so many obstacles and things happen. I'm at a point right now that I'm looking like, man, I knew I could do something, but man, who would have knew it would have been like this? And I'm just grateful to God that I can continue growing. And I don't know, I'm just feeling extra grateful right now, man. Like, man, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to bring in this alive, but I'm extra grateful, extra thankful, because I have seen so much that, you know what I'm saying, it didn't have to be this way. I did not. So, you guys know, after we file, we are going to go ahead and buff. I don't show that on camera, just because I typically don't show myself buffing. Because I feel like, y'all, it's just buffing, like, you should know. But you know what, maybe sometimes I should start incorporating that, because I feel like some people don't know what buffing could really do and the benefits of that. You know what I'm saying? So with duck nails, you need to make sure you are looking at them from multiple angles. Look, there's nothing worse than a crooked duck nail, okay? So here is the shape. This is what you want: crisp, clean, nice, flared. And then, of course, again, the final look. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this set. I hope this kind of puts in perspective another just marbling technique that you can have handy when you kind of don't know what to do. It's something easy that anybody can do. If you can lay down a color, you can do this, okay? And I hope that you guys subscribe. And of course, I'll see you in the next one.